Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into chapter 44 of Swimsuit by James Patterson and Maxine P. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. Henry Bernard woke up between soft white layers of bedding in an elegant four-poster bed in his room at the Island Breezes Hotel of Lunani. Julia was snoring gently under his arm, her face warm against his chest. Late morning sunlight filtered through the filmy curtains. The whole wide Pacific only 50 yards away. This setting, the intimidable light. It was a cinematographer's dream. He brushed Julia's hair away from her eyes with his fingers. The sweet girl was under the spell of the Cava, plus the generous lacing of Valium he'd put in her cup. She'd slept deeply, but now it was time to wake her for the close-up. Henry shook Julia's arm gently, said, "Wakey, wakey, monkey face." Julia cracked open her eyes, said, "Charlie, what? Is it time for my flight?" "Not yet. Want another 10 minutes?" She nodded, then dropped off against her shoulders. Henry eased out of bed and got busy turning on lamps, replacing the media card and his video camera with a new one, setting the camera on the dresser, blocking out the scene. Satisfied, he removed the silk tassel tie backs from the curtains, letting the heavy drapery fall closed. Julia mumbled a compliment as he turned her onto her stomach. He said, "It's okay, it's just Charlie," as he tied her legs to the post at the foot of the bed, making a clove hitch knot with the cords, and then he tied her arms to the headboard using an exotic Japanese chain knot that photographed beautifully. Julia threw a sigh as she slipped into another dream. Henry went to his duffel bag, sorted through the contents, put on the clear plastic mask and blue latex gloves, unsheathed the hunting knife. Masked and gloved, but otherwise naked, Henry straddled the sleeping girl, twirled her short hair around the fingers of his left hand, and lifted her head a few inches off the pillow. "Ow," Julia said, opening her eyes. "You hurt me, Charlie." "I'm sorry. I'll be more careful." He waited a moment before drawing back the blade lightly across the back of Julia's neck, leaving a thin red line. Julia only flinched, but when Henry's second cut, her eyelids flew open wide. She twisted her head, her eyes growing huge as she took in the mask, the knife, the blood. She sucked in her breath, shouted, "Charlie, what are you doing?" Henry's mood shattered. He'd been filled with love for this girl, and now she was defying him, wrecking his shot, ruining everything. "For God's sake, Julia, show a little class." Julia filled her lungs and let loose a long, undulating horror movie screech. She left Henry no choice. It wasn't graceful, but it was ultimately the best means to end. He closed his hands around Julia's throat. Henry was panting by the time he got off the bed and crossed the floor to the camera. He leaned towards the lens, put his hands on his knees, said with a grin, "Better than I planned." Julia went off script and ended our time together with a real flourish. "I just love her. Is everybody happy?" That is the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.